Hello guys, how's it going? My name is Dyalla and the holidays are approaching. Whether you're celebrating Christmas or any of the other holidays, or even nothing at all and just simply are getting something for yourself or family members just for the occasion, I think this is something you can do right now for yourself if you're planning on making YouTube videos. Now, I'm not somebody who really talks about other people making YouTube videos. Besides me talking about all the workout events and guides, I don't really talk about creativity. But YouTube and making videos is something I do on the regular. 2 videos a day. I try to give a consistent amount of entertainment, but also find a way for myself to grow, hence why you're getting really as creatively and as effectively unique videos every morning at 10 p.m. and then at 5:21 from the streams if you might have missed it. Some of the best highlights for at 5 p.m. and that's the kind of schedule I would love to see out of a channel, hence why I created the channel, because it's something I would want to see. The whole idea of video editing is something that inspired me, and with the opportunity with Humble Bundle, you can do that too. If you're somebody who wants to maybe play around with making YouTube videos or videos in general, and maybe you want to get into World of Warcraft or any of the other games that are appropriate right now, you should take a look at Humble Bundle. Now, this was surprising, and I'm not somebody who uses Humble Bundle at all. I'm not sponsored by these guys. I don't even know if you can get sponsored by Humble Bundle. But they are getting a massive bundle that is really worth the price. There's a lot of things in terms of creative art style. There's Stranger Things soundtrack. There's some music maker, photo manager. I don't know what the hell that's all about. A photographic designer, photo storyteller, hip hop music maker. I don't care about those. I'm talking about the $20 bundle with Vegas Pro 14. And the reason I'm telling you about Vegas Pro 14 and then you should get it for 20 bucks is because normally this program costs $400. Now, why would you want to get this for yourself for Christmas or whatever occasion? Why would you go and spend your own money out of a pocket, whether you're saving something or whatnot, for Sony Vegas? Why would you ask your parents maybe for something like this for Christmas? It's because, first of all, it's $400. Second, when it comes to video editing, it's kind of sad, but there's no middle ground. You have your movie maker, like Windows Movie Maker, and whatever the alternative is on Apple. But for the most part, those are kind of the low-end editing software. And I haven't even seen Windows Movie Maker on Windows since going from, I think, Windows 8 to Windows 10. They removed it completely. And there's probably some shoddy side things that you can do for video editing. But everybody who makes YouTube videos and tries to make them as professional as possible, that spends more than 30-40 minutes on a video, spends an hour, 2 hours, days in some cases, working on a video for the longest time, will know that you either will need something like Sony Vegas or Adobe Studio, I think is what's called. Both of those programs are professional-based programs. I'm not really sure if that's exactly what they use to make all the movies you see on TV or in movie theaters. But the programs themselves are very what's the best way to put it? Very advanced. And they're basically the minimum here on YouTube. So if you're somebody who was even thinking at any point, maybe at a remote point, starting to dabble a little bit with video production, making videos, or just simply doing something fun, like you get Shadowplay for your NVIDIA GeForce. You capture a few awesome moments from whatever game you're playing using Shadowplay, like a 3-minute feature. Then you drop those files into Sony Vegas and then you splice them up with some of the music that you may use that can be put on YouTube, or even stuff that is copyrighted but you just want to share it with your friends or throw on YouTube just to throw it on there. This kind of passion just to make a couple of videos together, just throw some stuff together, is something that I've enjoyed since high school, and it came to me kind of late in high school, towards the senior year. I was really starting to get engrossed in video games. I was really starting to get engrossed in watching YouTube videos, but it went past just watching it for entertainment. I kind of want to be part of that culture. And while I don't think I've achieved a status where I am part of that culture, I do enjoy making videos for that culture. I started out to understand my class when I originally began playing my feral. I'm sorry, I didn't read my mastery at all. I was a young dude, I had no idea what was going on, I was just enjoying World of Warcraft. I just got done leveling to max level. I didn't understand everything in the game just yet. I actually didn't understand my mastery. I read it over, played English, had no idea what the hell that was all about. In the video, someone pointed out the new mastery is all about bleeds, and it kind of just connected together. And then I started watching a lot of videos from there, watching Census, Sativ, and their guides really just drove me to want to play Rogue and make guides in as professionally and as in detail as they did. So those guys were kind of like the startups for me in terms of starting out how I want to grow and what I want to be in the channel. And from there on, it's just really creative process that took over. And this is something I enjoyed back in high school when I was surrounded with friends, you know, hanging out, always surrounded by people that I'm socializing with, or in college where everybody split up and I really just had 3 or 4 friends that I kind of kept in contact during my college time, where it was more solidarity. No matter what time it was, whether I was surrounded by people or chilling by myself, I always had video editing to work on. I always had ideas that I tried to implement, and a lot of failed projects, but also a lot of great projects that I'm really proud to have either on YouTube or somewhere on my hard drive. So with this story and with this humble bundle, I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an idea of why I'm promoting this. I'm not getting sponsored. I am just really promoting it because I am so glad I started doing this. It's one of the best creative outlets for me, and when it comes to video editing, there's really no bottom tier. You kind of have to go for Sony Vegas or anything along those lines. You have to go for a professional product. So because it's so expensive and this is such a cheap price, I think it's worth $20, but that's just my thoughts. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. It wasn't your average World of Warcraft video. I just kind of wanted to it made sense for me to make a video like this. I'll be interested what the response in the comments are going to be 11 days after this humble bundle runs out. So eventually this does run out. So I don't know, maybe I'll private the video once that happens or something of that sort. Because if somebody watches it way past the due date or the end date, oh, they're going to be unhappy. But yeah, thank you guys. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you check out Sony Vegas. Let me know if you do get it. If you have any questions on how to use it, there's a lot of guides on YouTube. There's a lot of YouTubers that play around with Sony Vegas. But if you have any questions particular on Sony Vegas and asking how to do things, you can always check out the live stream where I am more readily available to answer your guys' questions live and directly if you have any specifics. But of course, Google is your friend too. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate all of you. Hope you give Sony Vegas a try, and I'll see you guys all in another video.